Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's TDT coming at you with another video. I'm gonna make this one really short, really sweet. So here we go. We spoke on our weekly projections. I was telling everyone that price may want to go ahead and take out some liquidity below us. We have done that. I was waiting to see if we would fill this gap. You can see that gap has now been filled. Price is still chugging along bullishly, and we'll see if this area will be closed tomorrow. It is the World Economic Forum. I spoke about how price normally makes a lot of gaps and just kind of grinds within that gap back and forth with consolidation. We'll see if we continue to get that consolidation. Right now, I am of the opinion that we may want to dive deeper into this liquidity pool here. Not negating the bullishness, but just taking that liquidity right below there. Since we have filled these gaps, I want to monitor that. If it pushes up and gives me a body close between Thursday and Friday, then we'll see if it can push to this liquidity above the market here. If it's struggling to get out of this gap, which I think would be more likely, then we'll see if it chugs down and gives us another drive into this liquidity right below here. Okay, let's take a look at Dixie real quick. Here we are on Dixie. I know this may look a little confusing. Go and watch the video that I did for the projections, and you'll see that I was saying we were looking for the beginning of this week to have some bearish action, which we did get on those first 2 days. Now at this point, we want to monitor price here. We're back in this gap. In the first videos, we were moving up. We broke this structure here. Now we've kind of closed in that gap and we're retracing. I want to see if price can hold strength and if we get another move into these gaps above. At the beginning of the week, I expected this fall, but I wanted to see how price interacts on the way down. So we've had 2 down days and we've returned back to a point fair value gap. This can push up and we could be targeting these highs above. And this was just a run down to rebalance this gap below. You can see a nice clean rebalance there. Takes this liquidity, breaks market structure, and we could be going for a longer term bullish run to this area above. I'm not banking on that as yet. We have to get through this week, and I want to see how price prints for the rest of this week. And right in this area here, I want to see if we close in this gap again. This gap that has been used multiple times, we're right back at that point. So when this day closes, I want to see if it returns and rebalances this candle, or does it stay in this area and leave this gap open going into Friday. That would give me an idea of what can happen at the closing of the week. So I'm going to put a fresh chart out, blank chart, starting this week when I do my next weekly projection, because I know this is really looking confusing for a lot of people that are just watching this video as the first video, and I apologize for that. I'm gonna work on making this a lot more cleaner as we move forward. Okay, so that's my midweek check-in. You guys have a great day. This is TDT out. Peace.